A CNN segment featuring Pastor Doug Wilson sparked pushback from religious experts and advocates who argue that his version of patriarchal Christian nationalism conflicts with core Christian teachings. The segment went viral after Pete Hegseth, who's a member of a church affiliated with Wilson's congregation, shared it along with his stamp of approval. Wilson, co-founder of the Communion of Reformed Evangelical Churches, CREC, appeared on CNN with Pamela Brown, sharing his vision of a Christian nation and world. During the interview, he described women as the kind of people that people come out of. The segment gained further attention when Hegseth shared it on X, adding the caption, "All of Christ for all of life." The Pentagon said Hegseth belongs to a church affiliated with CREC and respects Wilson's work. Hegseth very much appreciates many of Mr. Wilson's writings and teachings, they wrote. Experts in theology have criticized Wilson's approach as a distorted use of scripture aimed at reinforcing male dominance. Maddie Mae Modal, a scholar specializing in gender and sexuality in the New Testament, rejects his interpretation. As a professionally and academically trained Bible scholar, I reject Wilson's profound abuse of the Bible in order to promote the systemic oppression of women, people of color, and queer people. Modal pointed out that Wilson selectively quotes scripture out of context to justify a patriarchal, racist and homophobic worldview. It is a gross distortion of the biblical text, Modal said. Moreover, these out-of-context passages about submission and men being the head of the household pale in comparison to the number of women, people of color and queer people who are explicitly celebrated for their faithfulness and leadership throughout the Bible. Advocates warn that the influence of such extreme Christian nationalist views extends beyond faith communities and into wider society. These views are not only held by people in power, but quickly gaining traction, said Melinda Hale, executive director of the New Evangelicals. She emphasized the dangers of allowing this theology to shape everyday life. What people need to wake up to is the fact that this ideology is no longer confined to church walls, she said, highlighting its impact on laws and schools. Wilson actively promotes his agenda with an annual campaign called No Quarter November, celebrating efforts to eliminate opposition. Those who have left his movement have since spoken out against his influence. Advocate Tia Levings explained, for those who felt The Handmaid's Tale was too close to the truth to be fiction, it's because of theonomist men like Wilson. With a new church in Washington, D.C., and connections in government, Wilson now has farther reach.